going to take this front cover off the D4400 engine. Stay tuned. Time to strip down the front of the engine. I'm going to start here with the water pump. That's a pretty long bolt. This side just has a nut on it. That one, the whole stud came out. Got a little fold over lock on this nut. Got to get it bent back. There's that nut. There's the fold over lock. And there's the whole apparatus. Bearings and all. Give this to the cleaner and he can take it over and clean it up later. Get the packing nut off of here, I guess. There we go. Much like everything on 4G, this has been sticky. Everything's been sticky and difficult to remove. Alright. There's the impeller. And there's the packing nut. Actually, the packing in there looks pretty good still. It's that lead packing inside there. A lot of corrosion. A3525. The impeller. Ooh, look at that. Look at that, more flaxseed.
Gee, I wonder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That stuff looks like it's about ready to sprout. It's kind of wet in there. This did have good antifreeze in it all the way full. Well, that looks pretty gummy in there. Got the crane over here. I'm going to get this hooked up, and then hopefully I can pull off the front of this timing gear cover. There it goes. Just took this cotter key, it's a little brass one, out of that pin so I can let this loose here. Just got a sneak peek inside there, and it don't look good, folks. There's a lot of rust. Okay, I got that unhooked, and I just stuck that back in here. Keep it up out of our way. And this should pull off all of this now. Okay. I've somehow managed to save this entire gasket for the front cover here. Before we go any further, I want to clean up these gears and look for the timing marks on here. Mark them with a paint pen. That way we won't have any confusion when we go back in here to try and time this. Cleaner's priming a few small parts over there on the bench. And I'm going to do some cleaning over here. I got these cleaned off really well. It's always a little more intimidating when you see that flash rusting on there. But this really isn't bad in here. So I'm going to get this with some solvent cleaned up. So down there, obviously, that's our crankshaft gear, our camshaft gear, and there's the fiber camshaft gear. I'm guessing they did that for noise. Over here is where would have been a generator, a mechanical generator, if this unit was so equipped, which it's not. Idler gear, and then your accessory drive. This one drives your fuel pumps, hour meters, and so on and so forth. I was able to find a timing mark right there. There's a C there, and there's a P over there. And the plan is to jack this up, move these blocks so I can turn the engine, and I can use a paint pen to mark the exact location of everything with it lined up. Cleaner's cleaning up the pony motor a little bit.
All right, reset your blocks.
All right. We got this set up on blocks. This way we can take the bell housing off.
It's tight, but...
I'm going to remove this cover here on the bell housing. Underneath there should be timing marks on that flywheel. You can see right there, there's the pointer for the timing. Whoa, it's turning quick. Go, if you can, go hair slower. Keep going. There's a grease zerk. Keep going. Oh, go back. I think we passed right there. What's that say? I think it says TC minus 15. I think that's what it says. I can't tell. Come to a conclusion, because this one says that arrow's pointing at 1 and 4 top center. So I'm guessing that the grease zerk is top dead center, and then the mark on the other side of the grease zerk is 2 and 3 top center. And then over here on the crank gear, that's our alignment dial, which is right now 180 from our timing mark on here. Now we're going to roll it around about 180 degrees. And
both of them line up.
Yeah. Both are lined up there, the crank and the cam. We're guessing that there's really, this is not relative to anything, these two. This just works the governor, fuel pump and everything, and this is just an idler. We could never get any of these marks on this gear to line up with anything. But we did get this one on here, on this fiber cam gear, to line up with the crank.
Yeah,
it's still saying TC 1 and 4.
Okay.
So that must be our top center then, 1 and 4. You can see in there that number 1 is up and number 4 is up. So that is our top dead center right there.
Yeah.
I kind of got to walk back that statement about that these don't really matter. They do really matter. This is your fuel timing, so this is how the injectors know when to pulse when the cylinders are up. So I'm going to mark all of these. Right now we're at, it's showing TC 1 and 4, so top center. And that's the mark we have on the flywheel as well. They're all lined up. Okay, we got this figured out pretty good. Our timing's aligned right there. 1 and 4 are up. This is the impulse for the pump, the fuel pump. We're betting that this mark with the C on it will correspond. It's kind of in a V notch. You can see it right there. And that should correspond with the tooth with the C on it. And then the other mark here is on a tooth, should correspond with the mark in this notch right here. And that idler will just pull right off those. We're betting we can do that and line it right up. We've got to be extra careful that we don't move any of this other stuff. And there's something wrong up here on this governor, this fuel pump, because this part in here is supposed to turn. This engine always turns super hard. And once we took this off of here and I undid this linkage, we can turn it by hand now. So there's been something wrong up here for the whole time. Alright. Guess I don't need it all the way off. I think that should go there.
Is that your C? Yeah.
Right. Am I lined up there? No, I need to go 1, 2, 4.
No, right. It should be just right there.
Oh, look at that.
That's it.
Yep, we were right.
This lines up with the crankshaft of the cam. Then this cam gear lines up with the idler, CC. And then the P on this idler lines up with what would be your pump.
Yep, the P on the pump gear too. So Okay.
I think we got it.
We can take it apart and not have to worry quite as much. Cleaner, you know how you like to put punches and mark things?
Yeah.
I am giving you permission to mark these however you wish.
They're not.
I don't think they are. But if when you put it together, you have those lined up, then you're good. They won't stay because this idler's bigger than this gear. It'll never stay.
Yeah, each time it's off like 3 cogs.
Yes.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah. So
and then the next time,
the important thing is, I'm guessing when you put it together, that you have this lined up with that, lined up with that.
and thus, when this is lined up with that,
Yeah.
well,
Yes. Watch, because I could take this off again. Where are we? Binding. And I bet you I can line it right back up. Yeah, see?
yeah.
So as long as when you assemble it, this idler mark is correct with this one, and that one, and that one, then it doesn't matter. Once it starts spinning, it's going to get all out of order. Eventually, it'll come back around.
So you want to line this up, then line the idler to this,
Yes.
and then align that to that mark.
Yes. Yeah. And there we go. Take that off. It needs cleaned out. There's a lot of gunk in there. Ooh, look at that. That's not pretty. Here you go, cleaner. Cleaner's cleaning up this idler, and we didn't get to it any too soon. It's got a little bit of pitting, but I think it'll be fine. Our book has a lot of detail on some things and not a lot of detail on others. For example, the timing, we couldn't really find that in the book, but there's good instructions on how to take the cam out of here. And the way you do that is to turn the engine to where this hole lines up with the bolts in there. They call them cap screws that hold the thrust washer in. And then unscrew them, and the whole cam should slide out of here. Got it turned up right there. It looks like a 9/16, and gonna need an extension to get that out of there. Just notice there's a fold-over lock in there. That's gonna be fun. Every time I do something like this on the machine, I think of some poor guy doing this in the middle of a dusty field. And here's the bolt and the fold-over lock. It looks like it's about almost 180 degrees from the last one. Let me punch it out of there.
Is that the only two, right?
I don't know. I didn't look at the parts book, but I don't know how you're going to fold these over. Somebody did. There we go. I think that's it.
Should be.
Yeah, because it's turning now. The whole cam.
It's hitting
These
something.
don't have to do anything, do they?
It's hitting something. You can hear it. Yeah.
Well, something's holding us. We're going to do a little investigating.
Yeah.
I really miss the old Craftsman tools. There it goes.
Get that one. It's stuck yet. There it is.
All right.
All right. Don't lose any of them little keys.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Give me that.
There's a washer on there.
They're all on there.
Are they?
Yeah, all the coppers. We don't want to lose
No,
those.
don't want to lose those. I remember there. I think I looked for them and you couldn't get them anymore. Yeah, these are fun little buggers.
I'm going to go put them in the magnetic tray right away.
I'll give you the washer too.
All right.
I wonder if they got a little seal behind every one of these or how this works. Felt maybe?
I don't know. I guess we'll find out.
Yeah. There's a lot of bolts. That thing's been baked on there for 80 years.
84.
84 years.
Wait a minute.
Those probably come with it, Dad. Yeah.
I don't know.
Looks like it.
We're learning.
Yeah. Now I wonder if the...
Oh, there they go.
Oh, holy smokes. Well...
That's your compression releases.
Yeah, I know it. I guess the folks on camera don't.
Let's keep those.
All right, here you go, cleaner. All yours. Well, we know how to get the other one off now. I'm going to go ahead and take all the rest of this off and get this off of here. Definitely do need to kind of punch those dowels out, and then this will come out, and you can give it to the cleaner. Here's the back one, so it's different. Oh, maybe it'll come out. There it goes. So the back one's got this port here for, I'm assuming, oil to flow through.
I think so.
And here's the front one. And these are what holds your valves open for decompression.
You got that other one?
Yeah, this, watch that this thing don't
A lot of cleaning.
Come out. That's what you're here for.
I know.
Now that we can see in there, sort of, a little bit, maybe you all can see it. There's the cam in there. You can see the one lobe sticking up. And there's another cam right there. We can find out what's holding us inside of here and get that cam pulled out of here. We're going to go ahead and take this off. This needs a half-inch soffit.
Half-inch?
Yeah. Everything else on this thing is 9/16. I don't know why this is half-inch, but we're going to take a look in there and see if that's got anything to do with what's hanging up our cam. That has nothing to do with anything.
It's just a blind flange, isn't it?
Yeah, but now you got to make another gasket and clean another part.
That's okay. We don't care.
That was what was holding it the whole time.
Yeah, it was hung up on some of those.
I don't know if you can kind of guide that through those holes a little bit.
A little bit, maybe.
Because my lobes are catching on stuff.
You're going to have to just kind of work.
But you're going to have to pull the end up. Because it's hung up. Oh, I got it.
You're going to have to
I just got to twist it as it comes out.
You got to play with it, yeah. You're just going to have to play with it. Up. There you go. All right, now you got to get it up, back up in there. Up. Now, tip your end. There you go.
Oh, I see.
See, I'm lubing them up, and it'll help you. Yeah, there you go.
Is that the last one?
Yeah, that's the last one.
All right.
Nice.
There's our cam.
Bring that pup over here.
You know, it doesn't look terrible. We found a part that the cleaner was really excited to get to cleaning.
Yes, I really like this. We can get on here.
You know, it doesn't look terrible.
No, it's fine.
Just clean it up,
I'll clean it up with some
steel wool.
Watch here, watch. I'll show you.
Or your favorite Scotch-Brites, which you...
This ain't a very good piece, but here's one.
Dad loves Scotch-Brite.
Look at that.
Cleaner recommended.
Look, it's coming around already,
Yeah.
see?
We'll get all this cleaned up like that. Put some engine pre-lube in there, and it'll
See
be
there?
good. Yeah.
It's fine. It'll work.
Cleaner just noticed something kind of unique. I don't know if you can all read that, but it says Formica. It's on that fiber gear.
Now you can see it better.
Yeah. That's pretty interesting. But it's cleaning up. Really looks pretty good.
Yeah, it's coming
It's just
around.
got some light surface corrosion, but
No big scores in it.
no major wear. And Dad was pointing out that you can see where this machine sat for a while.
On the steel gear.
Yeah. But we'll clean it up. We'll use it.
There, finally.
Cleaner's working on the decompression mechanism here.
They were all froze up, man.
Yeah.
Big time.
But he's gotten these working. That's the one that was back there by number 4.
All of them were, but this one was worse. They were all froze.
He's got all these kind of cleaned up and at least working.
I got to do a fine
That's how they
cleaning.
actuate right there. When you turn the levers that are on the side of the engine, it just holds the valve open to release the compression. He's giving them kind of a rough cleaning and just breaking them loose. And I think he's actually enjoying himself. Well, all in all, not a terrible day. We got a lot done. We got the cam out of here. Kind of learning how things are working. We know that we need to clean a lot more things up. Got our timing figured out. And we need to work on the governor and the fuel pump next. So I do want to thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you on the next one. Hey, look who's already found her way out here. What are you doing, Big Stripes? All right, let's get in this thing. Not the... Ow! Well, that wasn't a good start to the day. I think we're going to do the crane thing after it freezes. Well, after the dust settled, I got stung about 8 times. My hands swelled up like a balloon. My face is swelled up. And I got several of them on the back of my neck. And, yeah, it was kind of a restless night's sleep.